Oftentimes the prelude will be done double dotted, but not the double, unless you found a recording that's doing it double dotted like that. Often it's a little bit more sort of legato. But that not to say they wouldn't ever do it double dotted that way, because it may be in that style. But sometimes it's more sort of tuneful, longer, like it's written. Good. As this stroke in the body area sort of speeds up, I would actually think a little bit closer to the bridge. You're flirting with that fingerboard area, which is giving you that resonance in the slower tempo. But I think you're going to want it to be a little bit more poppy and projective when it speeds up, because it's going to start to bounce. The 8th notes will bounce and the 16th notes will then come down on the string. Whereas now at this tempo, you're kind of doing the opposite, where the 8ths are on and the 16ths are kind of almost more poppy, more off. Just be aware of when that stroke is going to change. Something like Jeff will do is doing the add a note, where instead of an 8th note, play 2 or 4 or 3, then the bowing will work out numbers of 16th notes instead, so that the bow is getting used to the stroke before left hand gets there. Or chop it into tiny chunks and work it backwards and forwards in 2 patterns with it that way. I liked what you did in the double. I think it's weirdly late in style almost. It has a nice sort of stately rhythm, and it's almost out of nowhere when you listen to the piece. The double kind of is just this nice little melody that's like hidden away in the middle of it. And he just gives to the cellos and basses. Oftentimes we don't even get to play it, and the bassist casts it, or one bass plays it or something. It's always like be more quiet, but it's always nice to do it. And it's hard. It has a couple little twists that are not super inviting. First movement, you have a lot of stuff where you're in second position. It starts giving you keys, like aren't there like a bunch of G sharps that come in? Yeah, that makes things really squirrely when you're trying to navigate second position. If you're gonna use that G sharp A on the D string, which is a good strategy, just make sure that you're tuning and making sure that your sort of line marks are still in place. But yeah, really, really good. And as that goes faster, the A is gonna start to come off. Almost a Mozart 40, but lighter, right? Mozart 40 is kind of a romp, but this is much more sort of very sort of contained. But it's coming along this journey as well. Good.